सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एविएशन गुरुजी चैनल को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लेटेस्ट एविएशन वीडियोस सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
So I was the kind of a guy, I'd press the button anyway. I was a spoiled boy. My brother Cranz often would hand me 4,000 or 5,000 quid, or my sister. My first aeroplane would have been when I was 6 or 7. My dad, God rest him, would have bought me a kit and he would have made it up as good as he could, with me. I suppose, really, if I wanted to put everything in since I was a kid, I would have collected over 5,000 aeroplanes. My name is Michael Kelly. I'm an aviation collector. I've just hooked on aviation since I was a little boy, so I've been collecting all my life. I'm a bigger boy now than I was when I was 5. I never stopped getting a buzz. As a matter of fact, with my age now, my sight wouldn't be brilliant or anything like it, but I could stand out there in the garden and no matter what went over, at high level I could tell you what it was. These things are the real gems. These are gear down, they're all die cast, the markings, the registers, everything about them is real. I believe if you put these model aircraft into a wind tunnel, they'll actually work. This plane is a Boeing 727-100. It's the early version of the Boeing 727. This one is a Lockheed TriStar. It's a 3-engine aircraft, as you can see. This is a favourite of mine. An Airbus A319, BAE 146, QC 1000. The collection began. My dad, God rest him, used to drive for a mineral company in Limerick City. He had to do a drop load to Shannon Airport. So he used to bring me and my brother Con to the airport. The first time I got there, I saw this lovely DC-3 aircraft on the ground. I just was amazed with it, and I was only 4 or 5 years of age. And I just kind of had a love affair with aviation. Not easy in here. Not easy. This is part of my collection in here. In this, which was once a bedroom, obviously. That's the McDonnell Douglas DC-1030, and in front of it is the Boeing 747. That's flown by the Saudi Arabian prince. That large military plane is the American Galaxy. They were in Shannon Airport with President Trump this week. In the 1960s, there was no information, absolutely none. When I got to maybe 14, 15, I started to realise about the amount of aviation that was out there. You had the Boeings in America, the McDonnell Douglases, and you had Lockheeds, and the VC-10s then were training in Shannon, the Vickers VC-10, which is my favourite aircraft, by the way. She would shatter the countryside. Look at the VC-10, the way the layout of it is 4 Rolls-Royce Conway engines, a T-tail, and this, you probably wonder what that is doing here. That's off of a real VC-10 that was being scrapped in America. And to tell you the aircraft it came off of, registration number was XV16106. I think on my grave there'll be a VC-10 gone down with me, There was a little company down in Wales in Aberystwyth, and I happened to be there on holiday, and this man had these beautiful models of these aircraft. I suppose they were the nearest thing I could get to the real machines. The aircraft inside is a Trident 1, and that one through the glass is a Trident 3. I've done marathons really for aircraft. Every one of them are so hard to get. Back in the 1960s, 70s and 80s, these were produced by small companies in London. You could be waiting 5 years, 3 years, 4 years just for one aeroplane. It's kind of an addiction. I would spend what I hadn't got. They would have been very expensive on the day, but I had to press the button on the day if I wanted them because they were highly limited. So I was the kind of a guy, I'd press the button anyway. I was a spoiled boy. My brother Con often would hand me 4,000 or 5,000 quid, or my sister Frances. What I love, my first thing would be Irish Aer Lingus and Ryanair and British Airways. European aircraft would mean a lot to me because the skies over Europe are so busy. You could go on the internet today, you can buy all the Dreamliners and you can buy the A350s, the A340s, the 30s because they're high technology like your phones, but I have the old crop with the new crop. That's what people don't have, only museums have them. I love them all, but the VC10s would be very special to me. You know, when I was a young man, I used to drive an MGB Roadster sports car, so they remind me of a sports car. It's not really having it on the wall counts, it's getting it. The journey is to get it. To me, it has put a fabulous discipline on me. If you can engross yourself on something beautiful, it will help you, it will carry you all your way through life.